about Raymundo's story where the Uber Eats driver said, hey, I'll come in your house and put your food on your table. Got a couple calls on that. Robin in Virginia is on the phone first. Robin, what do you want to say?
Yes, hey, I'm just thinking two things. One, I feel like you should report it to Uber Eats because there might be plenty of women who aren't as savvy, and he might really be saving somebody down the road. And my other thought, we have a German Shepherd who isn't always friendly with people, and I'm just thinking I probably would have responded, please don't come in. My dog might tear you up.
Yeah.
And if you just turned the radio on, it was Raymundo's wife's account. So her picture was up. The guy thought he was talking to her, and he was like, hey, I'll just bring the food on in. I'll bring it in and put it on the table.
Set it up.
And then Ray's like, was this guy trying to get with my girl, or was he trying to get a tip, or was he trying to be... he didn't know.
I mean, it is a clever way to get whoever it is to leave the door unlocked so that you can walk right in and then do whatever.
If anybody says yes to that, what you should do, Ray, is order from him again if you can. Be like, you mind setting it up in our kitchen from your account if you get him?
And when he walks in.
If I'm really hungover, I mean, I may do Uber bedroom. Who knows if I don't do that?
Hey, thank you, Robin. I appreciate that call.
Yep, have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Dawn in Chattanooga, you were on the show. Dawn, what's going on?
Hey, good morning,
Morning.
Bobby, and good morning, studio.
Morning.
Hey, so number one, that's against Uber policy because when you sign up for any of these delivery services, you're given like 10,000 pages of policies that you have to abide by. I drive Uber Eats and DoorDash, etc., for a full-time job. So that was very alarming. Number two, creepy as heck, and no way I would trust that. Like, why would you even offer to do that? Number three, you're already texting with him, guiding him to your house. So why would you need to leave the door open for you to get your food before it gets cold when you know when he's there? The app provides you a map. They can see your every move as a driver, and they can see when you're there. Like, that's a lot of red flags.
What did you think the guy's intentions were? Exactly. I felt the same way. You need to say nothing else, Dawn. Is right. Hey, can I ask you a question, Dawn?
Sure.
About the app. So I am a good tipper on Uber Eats. I usually tip 30% on the food that I order. I click the very final button that allows 30%. Do you know that?
You are amazing.
Well, do you know? My question is, do you know that already whenever I click it and you pick up the food, or do you not know it till after you drop it off?
Okay, so for Uber Eats, they are known to hide part of the tip when it's a big tip. A lot of times we might see 9 or 10 or 11, and then it says, oh, your driver decided to tip you more after you dropped off the order. When we all know that really they're just hiding part of it to get us not to cherry pick.
Oh, because I want to be
Uber Eats
cherry
is
picked.
not
That's why I
one
do
of the
it.
worst about that, though.
Oh, because I tip big because, one, again, I worked in service for a long time, but I also like to, I don't want my food to get cold. I want you to come drop it on the table, that stuff. So, but if you don't see it, is my question.
We see a good most of it is what I'm trying to say. Like, they'll hide part of it, like $5 or something like that, if it's like really big.
But will they? After you get the tip, you know who it's from. Then the next time, and you get that same person, are you like, oh, they're a good tipper? I may try to get to them a little faster.
Yes.
Boom!
Nice.
As Ray would say, yeah. All right, hey Don, thank you for your call.
Addresses, yes.
Keep working hard. You're the reason that we're getting to eat every day, and we appreciate that. Have a great day.
Oh, right on.
All right.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. I want to start saying right on more.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, you know what I am going to start saying more is rad. I like that.
We'll bring that
Why?
back a little bit.
Because it's old school. It's old school, and I can pull it off. Because
Okay.
it's not new. It's not
We'll practice
fire
today.
or lit. No, now that you know, you'll be like, ooh. But if I'd have been like, I watched the show last night. Now I don't want to do it now because you guys are going to make fun of me.
Yeah. It's
No.
going to be jarring the first couple times
It's
you
not,
use
though,
it.
because I'm going to use it so naturally.
Okay, but we're definitely going to call you out on it.
I know you will because I told you, but had I not, you wouldn't have. But I'm just trying to be transparent here.
Okay.
Time for the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Lunchbox, when you got vaccinated, you got a Krispy Kreme a day.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme a day. All you got to do is take your vaccination card.
Are you still going?
No, I went for about 2.5 months, and then I was tired of Krispy Kreme
Long
donuts.
time.
You told us you were going to do it every day.
I know, but I got tired of Krispy Kreme donuts, and just the inconvenience of going out of my way to go to Krispy Kreme, it started wearing on me.
Krispy Kreme is sweetening its free donut promotion for vaccinated
Uh-oh.
people. 2 free donuts.
Oh, you gotta go now.
Are you going to go back?
I'm back!
But you already were tired. Why would you want more if you're tired already?
Well, I mean, it has been a little bit since I've been. It's been at least a month. So
And you've got 2 kids, so 2 donuts. Boom.
that's exactly right.
TikTok has banned the Milk Crate Challenge.
Oh, no.
I watched like 10 of them yesterday.
I did too.
And 9 of the 10 of them, they fell hard. And somehow they fall harder than they should.
Right.
It's like you feel like you could just fall off the side, but somehow they get like upside down and land on their neck and shoulder.
It's like the crate takes their feet away.
It's amazing. But they know what they're getting into because you don't do the Milk Crate Challenge without having seen at least 10 other people do the Milk Crate Challenge. What they do, if you're not familiar, they take these milk crates, like at the grocery store, Walmart, and they build a pyramid, and you have to walk up and then walk down, but it's not stable. I've only seen one person do it, by the way.
So does that mean that we're not doing it at all?
I mean, you got a mouse in your pocket? I ain't doing it
Well, I don't
anyway.
know. I
Amy,
couldn't.
Amy,
No.
Amy.
I can't remember what we decided, so I don't know. That's
Well,
so
on the show, I've offered Eddie
$100. Yeah.
to do it.
But now we can't post it on TikTok.
But you can
Yeah.
post it on Instagram, Twitter.
Oh, they haven't banned it?
The world is our oyster.
And Eddie said he could do it right here and duck while he's doing it.
Okay.
Are you out now? It's just
Nah,
you got a
I just
few
looked at the
minutes.
ceiling for a second. I don't know.
You stack milk crates at various heights and walk across them. The middle one is 7 crates high, so it's a
Oh
long way to
my.
fall. People almost do fall every time. It's hilarious. I don't like to watch people fall or get hurt. And I turn my head every time they fall. But sometimes I turn it after they hit. Like they hit the ground and I'm like, oh, I can't look at that. And then finally, 55% of people would like to relive their childhood. 55, over half. Let's see. I know Lunchboxes would.
100%.
Absolutely. My childhood was amazing. We had so much fun. I'd go back today.
I have no interest in it whatsoever. I had a difficult childhood. Eddie?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I like the way it was all done.
No, he didn't say redo. It said relive.
Relive. Like, you get to do it again. Like, you know how all that fun you had?
No.
Do it all over again.
No,
Absolutely.
we didn't live in a neighborhood. We kind of lived outside a neighborhood, so I was very lonely growing up.
So, but you don't hate, do you hate your childhood,
No, it's just don't really want to relive it.
Amy?
No. Wah, wah.
Y'all guys are weird.
I mean, we're good.
I mean, I love my family, but no.
I'll relive college, not childhood.
Not worrying about money, summer breaks from school, Christmas, always having energy, not paying bills, not having to work, not having aches and pains, being excited about birthdays.
I mean, that
Boom.
part's cool.
But did
That's
you have
exactly
that, Buns?
everything.
Lunchbox still has all of that, I think.
I have all that still. I don't worry about anything.
Christmas.
I love Christmas, love my birthday, everything about it.
There you go.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
877-77-Bobby, if you want to call us. 877-77-BOBBY. Luke Bryan on now. I'm sitting on so much Raymundo goodness. The guy just will text me things, and Raymundo's our audio producer. Let me read you a couple lines that I have here. You can pick which Ray bit you want to do, okay? We can do the one where he needs advice.
Oh, yeah, we've been waiting on that.
I know, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's actually not ridiculous. I think it's advice that a lot of people would like to hear.
Okay.
That one's not ridiculous. The other one is he saw an A-list celeb out on a really odd date.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to let you think about it during the break. So we can do really good advice. I think it's a question people want to know. Or the A-list celeb he saw out on a really odd date. Or he was offered $200 to promote a product on his Instagram, but there's a big problem.
Oh. Okay, so if we choose one, when do we get the others?
I don't know.
Can we do them all?
I don't know. We could run out of time.
I mean.
But he sent in 3 that are just hilarious. So you guys think we'll come back.
Okay.
I want to hear which one you'd like to do, and we'll do. Ray, do you feel good about all those?
Yeah, I'm down.
The most normal one is the advice one.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 are ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay. No, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Back in a second. Let's go through our 3 options. Option number 1. Raymundo said he was offered $200 to promote something on Instagram, but there's a big problem. Which, by the way, $200 not a lot, Ray, for you and your Instagram following. How many followers do you have?
Over 100,000. I just didn't really know the going rate.
Yeah, that's not the going rate. They're trying to get you.
Well, I've never gotten a payment, so that would be $200 more than I've ever gotten.
True.
And that's good logic, except you'd be taken advantage of. So, hey, we'll talk after the show.
Yeah, you need to help me, dude.
That's the first one. Number 2, Raymundo needs advice, real-life human advice that we think a lot of listeners would benefit from. Or number 3, he saw an A-list celeb on a really odd date. You get to pick. Raymundo's an audio guy. He's 5 years old. How old are you?
35.
35 years old. He looks like Mark Ruffalo. He's kind of, the macho man of the show. Works out, big muscles.
He's little.
But small in height. I wasn't going to say that.
But, so people know.
Yeah. Amy.
Oh, I'm going with A-list celeb on an odd date.
Okay. Eddie?
Bones, I would like to pick A-list celebrity on an odd date.
Lunchbox?
Well, I guess I'm going to go with A-list celebrity on an odd date.
Okay, Raymundo, you have been selected to tell us about the A-list celebrity on a really odd date. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was out on a date with Bays. We're at a pretty nice restaurant. I would say 4-star, not 5-star, but definitely nice. This A-list celeb, ex-athlete, professional athlete, was on a date. He was dressed up as well, so that's how I knew it was a date.
Ex-athlete, meaning?
Yeah, definitely on one of the major 3 sports.
Okay.
You would know him. Anybody would see him and say, that's the blank blank.
Lives in?
Nashville.
Okay. Did he play in Nashville?
College. Yes.
Oh, you know it? You know it?
You know who it is already, Eddie, when he said ex-athlete.
No, I don't know who it is.
Guys,
College in
come on.
Nashville.
Ex-athlete.
No, he did pro.
Oh, I know.
College, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
know
plays college
exactly.
ball here.
Yeah, anyway, we don't know who it is. Go ahead, Ray. Keep going.
And so they're on a date, and everything was fine and dandy with that. But it wasn't just one guy, one guy, one guy, one girl, one girl, one girl. It was
What is happening?
What?
Go ahead.
It wasn't just like 2 people. The guy was on a date with 2 chicks. So it was almost like he dates 2 girls at the same time and see which one he vibes better with, or the girl goes, "Hey, do you care if I bring my friend on the date?" But
Which one do you think it was?
I really think he brought, because at time, I was honestly Hawkeyeing him, so it looked awkward at times. I would almost say he got 2 chicks from Match or something and took them both at the same place at the same time on a date.
Okay.
Do you feel like they were competing for his attention?
Sure. They're both asking questions. I honestly feel like both added up together, they maybe equal to 10.
Wow,
What?
2 5s? That's
Why are we
that's
rating
bad.
them? Why are we giving them numbers?
He's going
That's
that
not-
low now?
Yeah, that's not necessary.
But kind of.
But no,
Just for a visual.
but it's not.
So they weren't attractive.
What?
I don't agree with this.
Actually,
That's pretty funny,
the
right?
star I have in my mind is not A-list.
Ray, it was like 1 a 7, 1 a 3, or were they both on the lower end?
Nah, I'll hit you guys up. You guys can tell for yourselves.
Oh,
Pictures were taken.
Oh, you
took
yeah,
pictures?
Send me a picture right now.
Gosh, you
Send that pic.
prankster.
Let's go. Then you got to get a picture. If you see a celebrity out, you're going to take a picture. And you could sell this to TMZ and make money.
No.
You act like TMZ's throwing out millions of dollars for random pictures of people at a restaurant.
maybe back in the day.
Is there any chance they were like his cousins?
No, definitely
Sisters?
not.
Yeah.
No, they were younger than him. It was a straight up date. They were dressed to the nines. The girls were dressed up.
So he was dating 2 girls at the same time.
Yes.
That equal a 10.
I think Ray's just being funny with that.
I didn't think they were that attractive, and my wife agreed with me.
Oh, there you go. There's
Okay,
two
well,
people. I'm still waiting on that picture, dude. Like, let's go.
Looks are relative. Who?
I got you.
Guys, who is it?
You don't know
You don't know
who
who
it
it
is?
I told you I have someone in my head, but there's
Whisper
no way
in my
I'm
ear.
right because he's not A-list.
Well,
A-list is...
He's not A-list.
I wouldn't say A-list either.
He's
Okay.
not in the celebrity world.
But in the athlete world,
No,
Oh,
not
no,
even
yeah,
in the
I
athlete
Okay.
But
world.
he had
He's not Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady.
right, but he was on a.
Wait.
He did other things.
I
other
know.
than-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
A-list
don't-
is not true.
Okay.
You
then,
got it, Amy.
Then okay, I know who it is.
Okay. Thank you, Ray, for sharing that
Yes.
story.
That's awesome. So did halfway through the date, did he eliminate one of them?
You get a
game show.
rose?
We left before them, but it didn't look like a great date. But original though.
Wait, have you met him in person?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you say hi to him?
I randomly went up to him back in the day, and it wasn't a good encounter, and I even put that on my Instagram.
I
So-
also have met him, and it wasn't a great encounter.
Out in the wild?
Huh?
Because if we've met him here, but you've
No,
been
he
saying
hasn't
you-
been in studio.
I don't think he's ever been here.
Oh, well, then I have the wrong person.
What?
I do not know who this is.
If you're thinking Tim Tebow, you're crazy.
I am not thinking Tim
Because
Tebow.
Tim Tebow's the greatest, and no one better
No,
insult Tim
and
Tebow
he's
ever.
married.
Or I will kill you.
Yeah,
Amy.
no.
No, the guy you're thinking is not married.
He's not married.
He's not married anymore.
But I mean, he was.
Okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna play a song. We'll tell you during break.
Okay. I'm going to write down who I have, okay?
Okay, yeah, do that. Hey, write it down. Don't hit break yet, Ray. Just write it down. Let me see who it is.
Okay,
Eddie,
okay.
don't put it on camera.
You're right. I already
No
got it.
camera,
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Eddie.
I can't believe.
Which, by the way, you
Amy's
guys can
trying-
watch our show on Facebook. It's live right now.
Thank you.
No.
What did you say?
No.
Okay, golly, how am I
Hey,
supposed to
she
know?
No,
Like,
she was so
Like,
off.
I know
Amy, show
who
us who you
played
said.
football where. All I know is
here,
I'm thinking
Eddie,
of someone
take-
that
take
lives
me off
here
camera.
that played football.
You're off camera.
Take me off camera.
Oh!
A-lister, Amy?
No, definitely not A-list, and definitely, definitely, I've also hung out with him at other scenarios, and definitely not the warmest encounter.
Really?
But
Wow.
I don't think, also, to be fair, he doesn't claim to be the warmest encounter.
Right.
He never tries to be warm.
He's not putting on any sort of front that he's warm, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Ray, thank you for your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for your service on this show today, buddy. What do you want to do? You tell me. Do you want to play the song, or what's the deal?
Scuba Steve says stop set.
Do we want to come back with another Ray story?
Yes.
Yeah, because I would like to know who.
Don't
offered
tell
him-
me. You can pick again of the other two. I'll throw another one in there.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
Not of Ray, but I'll give you options for the next pick in the next segment. We can do the Ray's advice segment. Ray was offered money on Instagram, but there's a big problem. Or we can do. Ooh, we have so many good segments to do here.
Drum roll
It's
still
tough.
going.
I have so many.
Drummer's getting tired.
No, he's not. Trust me, it's Eddie. It's
It's
a
audio.
recorded bit.
I didn't
okay?
realize that.
We have our own drummer we've hired. Or we can do why Eddie had to call the cops yesterday. Or I guess you didn't.
I
call the
didn't.
cops. Never mind. Bad
I
segment.
didn't.
Oh.
I can say I did.
Why Eddie dropped the ball and called the cops? He didn't help us. I want to hear
Hey,
why
that's-
he.
Lunchbox would have.
That.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
it.
not a bad angle.
That's it. He did drop the ball and didn't call the cops.
Ooh, you believe that?
I might have called the cops. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Those are 3 segments you can choose from. We'll come back next. All right, glad everybody's here. We have a lot to talk about. I gave you 3 options. Do you want Raymundo offering money on Instagram, but there's a problem? Do you want Raymundo wanting advice, like real life advice for something that he's about to go through?
That'll be good for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Or do you want Eddie probably should have called the cops, but didn't call the cops yesterday?
Okay. Me? I would like Ray $200 on Instagram, please.
I'd like to know how Eddie dropped the ball on helping something out in the world, not calling the cops.
Do I vote even if I'm in it too?
Well,
I mean,
Scuba, what do you want?
there you go.
I want to hear how Eddie dropped the ball.
Okay, probably the most boring of the 3, but hey.
But
It's
hey,
not boring.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
What did you see yesterday?
A car accident. I was at a red light and we're getting ready to take off. And lucky for me, I was just kind of delayed on the takeoff. But there was a car to the right of me that went when it turned green, and somebody ran the red light. Boom, got T-boned.
It is tough to watch metal on metal crime.
I hate the sound.
It sucks.
I hate all of it. So I stop, I look, I'm like, oh gosh, like I reach for my phone. Should I call the cops? But then I see both of the people get out of their cars. And I'm like, they're fine. So I just keep on going. I mean, but I thought about it. I thought about it for about 5 seconds. Do I call the cops? I had my finger on the phone. I'm like, do I call the cops? And then I decided not to.
What would you have done, Amy?
I guess I would find a way to just see for sure if they're okay, and then maybe call the cops. If they seem fine, I agree with Eddie. Like, going away is fine, but being that I was in an accident recently, I would have appreciated it if a stranger called the cops for me because I didn't have the guts to do it myself.
Oh, that's another thing. Amy wasn't hurt, but she was like, I don't want to
wasn't
call the
hurt.
cops in front of somebody.
Because the guy that hit me was like, no, please don't call the cops. And so then I instantly had so much like fear around like hurting him, even though he's the one that hit me. I didn't want to mess up his insurance or whatever he had going on. So it would have been helpful if a stranger called for me.
Lunchbox, you would have called 911.
I would have called 911. And what we have here is a coward. A person that has a chance to step up and help other people in society, be a hero, and what does he do? He just keeps on driving. Mr. I want to help people. I drive by people on the side of the road, but I pull over. But he sees a wreck right in front of his eyes, and he just keeps on driving. Eddie, you have a responsibility when you see that to protect the citizens of America.
You did take an oath to protect and serve.
And you didn't do that. You just drove off like it was no big deal. You have it's embarrassing.
And there's another question, too. What do you call? You really call 911
Yes, and you should
if
have
everybody looks safe?
This is what I think I would have done.
Should have parked his car.
And it's easy for us to go woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Right.
I think I would have pulled over to the side and got out and said, hey, are you guys okay? And then kind of looked at the situation. And if anybody give me a lip, put a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
No, but I would have got out, assessed what I thought, and then probably called 311 or whatever that secondary number is to go, hey, there's an accident here. I saw it. Also, because they may argue about whose fault it was.
Exactly.
And they might need a witness.
They might need a witness.
Gosh,
Can I get a witness? Yeah.
I didn't think about that, the witness part.
I think you should drive back out to that spot today and hold up a sign and say, if anybody needs me as a witness and saw this wreck.
If any of you guys were involved in the wreck, I saw it.
Yes. So once I was in a parking lot of a restaurant. I used to go to this place every day called
Galaxy Cafe.
Thank you, Galaxy Cafe.
Yes, you did every day.
I'm a guy. I love the same thing every day, and every day I go to Galaxy Cafe. And I was working with this car dealership, and they were like, "Hey, we want to give you a car." And I was like, "Okay." They're like, "We really want you to drive it. People see you driving it." And I'm like, "Guys, I'm not that cool." But they were like, "We're gonna give you a BMW convertible." I was like, "Okay, I'm pretty cool then. Let's go." I get this BMW convertible. It's so flashy. And I'm like 27. I'm like, yeah, all the girls are gonna see me in this car, and they aren't be able to keep their pants on.
Oh man,
they're just gonna start throwing them at me.
Oh my.
And I'm driving this car, and I drive into Galaxy Cafe, and I turn, and there's a line of cars ready to park in the parking lot, and this big truck ahead of me, mud flaps. The guy's probably got a dingling size of a grub worm, right? That kind of big.
Really?
Yeah, big, huge truck, too big. Hits the reverse lights. And I'm like, no problem. He's just probably backing up a few feet so he can get this parking spot. A few feet, he continues to back up faster. And I'm like, he's about to hit me. He's about to hit me. So I hit the horn. Honk. Boom. He nails me. It's not my car.
Oh.
It's also a very expensive car. Also, I was just sitting in the parking lot. I get out. He gets out. First of all, I'm like, oh, he's a big guy. He knows large.
No grub worm.
No, maybe. I didn't see him there. He's just a big guy. And he goes, look what you did to me.
Okay.
Oh, see.
And I go, look what I did. And he goes, you rear-ended me. Had there not been someone sitting at that Mexican restaurant that saw it and goes, nope, that's not what happened. And they left their table and came over to us.
Wow.
And said, that is not what happened. You backed into him. Grubworm got in his truck, pulled up, we called the cops, and I did not get in trouble. Otherwise, it's just somebody's word versus somebody's word in a
Wow.
private parking lot even.
So that other person at the Mexican restaurant was the hero, where Eddie was the
witness.
coward. Would you say Eddie was a
You
coward?
keep saying coward.
Like you were scared of the
intense.
moment. No, you were.
That's too much.
I mean, at least, dude, at least call me and say, hey, Lunch,
Hey.
I need you to call 911. I mean, you're
You
a
probably
coward.
didn't make the best decision, but I think it's a learning moment.
Next time, call 311.
Next time, stop, say, hey, who needs help? Are you everybody cool? It's that situation. Didn't by call or not call, we leave.
Hey, if I'm not going to stop, do I tell the dispatcher what I saw? The white car hit the black car, or what do I like? Do I give them? Because I do like your story of the Mexican guy at the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
like,
I want
to
grubworm in the white truck.
grubworm and all that. I want to tell them what I saw, but I obviously I don't want to stay there for 30 minutes and like deal with all
Oh,
that.
it's
Sometimes
an
in life you have
inconvenience
to be.
for you?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be
I
inconvenienced.
wasn't in the accident, guys. I was in
Unless you're 6-year-old standing outside of school by himself going, where's daddy not picking me up? You can wait a minute.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Coward.
You saying he's the coward of the county?
Yeah, coward of the county.
Wow.
Wow, that's big.
brutal.
Okay.
You guys chose that bit. Nice job.
Yeah.
I still would like to know Ray $200
Hey,
offer.
we'll see what happens tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Right, Ray?
Tomorrow?
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, Dan and Shay, glad you exist. Bobby Bones Show. Thank you guys for listening and for calling and for just being our friends.